Kaviraj Goswami, who is Kasturi, most confidential associates of Shri Radha and Krishna. Today is then is the Wednesday. Very briefly, I want to speak and also continue on Srimad Bhagavatam verses. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami was born in a very, very aristocratic, very opulent, very rich family. And from his childhood, he exhibited complete symptom of renunciation. He did not exhibit any attraction for the unlimited wealth and opulence that was there in his family. And he had only one desire. His desire was to get the opportunity to have the audience of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he is known for his very strict sadhana. We see the eternal associates of the Lord. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is Rati Manjit. And such Manjaris also, they come to this material world, they descend to this material world. And what they perform is sadhana bhakti. Where is the need for all these associates to come into sadhana bhakti? Just to set the right example. How they are relishing bhakti, and whoever follows in their footsteps can also relish the transcendental mellows of bhakti. That is what the Goswamis come to teach. And of course, they preach. They have compassion in the heart for the fallen conditioned soul. So they preach. We have heard so many times about Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. He lived a life of very complete renunciation. Renunciation backed with severe austerity and penance he would perform while he was in Radhapur. And Raghunath Bhatt Goswami is the son of Tapan Mishra. And he also from his childhood had the aspiration to follow the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very less is known about Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami. Not much is mentioned either in Chaitanya Charitamrita or Chaitanya Bhagavata about this personality. But he is known for his Bhagavatam discourses. He used to constantly chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and also study Srimad Bhagavatam. And later he came to Vrindavan under the auspicious shelter of the Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. And he was assigned the service of Sri Radha Govind Dev. He served Radha Govind Dev for many, many years. And also today is the disappearance of Sri Raghunath Das, Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He celebrated author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. The Kaviraj Goswami gives a benediction that whoever studies or reads Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, in his heart certainly the love for the Supreme Lord, Radha and Krishna, will manifest. जेवा नहीं पूजे के बाद सुनीते सुनीते से अद्भुत चैतन्य चरिता कृष्ण उपजीवे प्रीति जानी बेरसे रे रीति सुन ले होए बड़ा प्रीता just by hearing. There will be all auspiciousness, the best welfare for anyone who gives a submissive audio to the hearing the different judgment. Okay, now I will. So he composed Chaitanya Charitamrita at the age of 90. Just imagine. At the age of 90. Can you see this page?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam section, what we are discussing, departure of Krishna from Dwarka for Dwarka from Hastinapur. So all the ladies assembled, how they are offering their respects and their affection towards Krishna. So they are saying, they are speaking that the fortune of Dwarka Vasis and Dwarka is much more higher and superior as compared to Indra or the heavenly planets. Going further from 28, Nunam Vratasnan Utadineshwara Samarchito hi yasya grihita panibhi Pibanti yashakya adharamritam muhu Vajastriya sumuhuryat ashraya. So after speaking about the fortune of Dwarika Vasis, they have turned their focus on the Vrajavasis. Oh friends, just think of his wives, whose hand he has adopted. How they must have undergone vows, taking bath, and perform fire sacrifice, and perfect worship of the Lord of the universe, constant relish. Now the nectar from his lips by kissing. The damsels of Brahmumi would often faint just by expecting such favors. Now they are glorifying the residents of Rajabhumi. Religious rites prescribed in the scriptures are meant to purify the mundane qualities of the conditioned soul, to enable them to be gradually promoted to the stage of rendering transcendental service to the Supreme Lord. Attainment of this stage of pure spiritual life is the highest perfection, and this stage is called Sarupa, or the factual identity of the living being. Liberation means the renovation of this stage of Sarupa. What a revolutionary explanation. Liberation means renovation of this stage of Sarupa. In that perfect stage of Sarupa, the identity of the living being. Liberation means renovation. In that perfect stage of Sarupa, the living being is established in 5 phases of loving service. One of which is at the stage of Madhurya Ras, or the humor of conjugal love. The Lord is always perfect in himself, and thus he has no hankering for himself. He, however, becomes a master, a friend, a son, or a husband to fulfill the immense love of the devotee concerned. Herein, 2 classes of devotees of the Lord are mentioned in the stage of conjugal love. One is Swakiya and the other is Parkiya. Both classes of devotees are in relation with the conjugal love with the personality of Godhead Krishna. That means at Dwarika were Swakiya or newly married wives, but the damsels of Praja were young friends of the Lord. While while they were Swakiya or newly married wives. But the damsels of Praja were young friends of the Lord while he was unmarried. The Lord stayed in Vrindavan till the age of 16, and his friendly relations with the neighboring girls were in terms of Parkiya. These girls, as well as the queens, underwent severe penances by taking vows, bathing, and offering sacrifices in the fire as prescribed in the scriptures. The rites as they are not an end in themselves. nor are fruitive actions culture of knowledge of perfection. The mystic power ends in themselves. The mystic powers end in themselves. They are all means to attain to the highest stage of Sarupa, to render one's constitution transcendental service of the Lord. Each and every living being has his individual position. In case of the above mentioned five different kinds of reciprocating means with the Lord, that is the five rasas, and in one pure spiritual form of Sarupa, the relation becomes manifest without mundane activity. The kissing of the Lord either by his wives or by his young girlfriends who aspire to have the Lord as their fiancé is not any mundane perverted quality. Had such things been mundane, a liberated soul like Sukhdev would have not taken the trouble to relish them. Nor would Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had been inclined to participate in those subjects after renouncing worldly life. This stage is earned after many births, lives of penance. Ya Virya Shuklena Hite Swayamvare Pramathya Chaitya Pramuka Hi Shushimana Pradyumna Sambha Sambha Sutta Yashchatre Bhava Vadesa Harshasa. Etc. Ladies like Rukmini, Satyabhama, and Jamavati were forcibly taken away by him from their Swayamvar ceremonies after he had defeated many powerful kings, headed by Shishupal. All other ladies were also forcibly taken away by him after he killed Bhamasura and 10,000 resistance. All of these ladies are glorious. Exceptionally qualified daughters of powerful kings were allowed to make a choice of their own bridegroom in open competition. And such ceremonies were called Swayamvara or personal selection of the bridegroom. Because the Swayamvara was an open competition between the rivals and the valiant princes, such princes were invited by the father of the princess, and usually there were regular fights between the invited princely order and sporting spirit. But it so happened that sometimes the belligerent princes were killed in such marriage, fighting, and the victorious prince was offered the trophy princess, for whom so many princes died. Rukmani, the principal queen of Lord Krishna, was the daughter of King of Vidarbha, who wished that his qualified and beautiful daughter be given away to Lord Krishna. But his elder brother wanted to give her away to King Shishupal, who happened to be the cousin of Krishna. So there was open competition, and as usual, Lord Krishna emerged successful. After releasing Shishupal and other princes by his unrivaled prowess, Rukmani had 10 sons like Pradyumna. There were other queens also taking care. Lord Krishna in a similar way. A full description of this beautiful booty of Lord Krishna will be given in the 10th canto. There were 16,100 beautiful girls who were daughters of many kings and were forcibly stolen by Bhamasura, who kept them captive for his carnal desire. These girls prayed piteously to Lord Krishna for their deliverance, and the merciful Lord, called by their fervent prayers, released them all by fighting and killing Bhamasura. All these captive princes were then accepted by the Lord as his wife, Although the extinction of society, they were all fallen. The all-powerful Lord Krishna is accepted the humble prayers of these girls and married them with the adoration of queens. So together Lord Krishna had 16,108 queens at Dwarika, and in each of them he begot 10 sons, 10 children. All these children grew up and each aggregate family numbered so much. How much is it? 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 10 million. एतापनं स्त्रीवान् अपस् अपस्तपे पेशेलां निरस्त शौचं बत साधु कुर्वते या सांगृहत् पुष्कर लोचनापते न जातु अपित्य अश्रुदिति विदेशर्षां. All these women auspiciously glorified their lives despite their being without independence or their husband, the lotus-eyed personality of God, please their heart by making valuable presentations. The devotee of the Lord, the purified soul, as soon as the devotee surrenders into the lotus feet of the Lord, sincerely the Lord accepts him. And thus the devotee at once becomes free from all material contaminations. Such devotees are above the three modes of material nature. There is no bodily disqualification of a devotee, just as there is no qualitative difference between the Ganges water and the filthy rainwater. When they are amalgamated, in no qualitative difference between the Ganges water and the filthy rainwater, when they are amalgamated. Women merchants and laborers are not very intelligent, and thus it is very difficult for them to understand the science of God or to be engaged in devotional service of the Lord. They are more materialistic and less than them are the Kirits, Unas, Andha, Pulandis, Pulkasha, Agrita, Kankas, Yaman, Khasas, etc. But all of them can be delivered if they are properly engaged in the devotional service of the Lord by arrangement, by engagement in the service of the Lord. The designative disqualifications are removed, and as pure souls become eligible to enter into the kingdom of God. The fallen girls under the clutches of Brahma sincerely pray to Lord Shri Krishna for their deliverance, and their sincerity of purpose made them at once pure by virtue of devotion. And Lord therefore accepted them as his wives, and thus his life becomes glorified. Sense of mutual glorification was still more glorified when the Lord played with them as the most devotee husband. The Lord used to live with his 16,108 wife constantly. He expanded himself into 16,108 plenary portions. And each and every one of them was the Lord himself without deviation from the original personality. The Shruti mantra affirms that the Lord can expand himself into many as husband of so many wives. He pleased them all with presentation even in costly endeavors. He brought the Parijata plant from the heaven and implemented it at the place of Satyabhama, one of the principal things. Therefore, uh, therefore, anyone desires to Lord to become one with the husband, the Lord fulfills such a desire in full. I'll stop here. My request is if you are all there, please discuss. And Manoram Prabhu, when you can present the first chapter? I was thinking let us have it in this week. Otherwise, I want to get a recap and then move forward also. When is it possible to you for you? Thursday or Friday? Take 2 days.
Okay, Prabhuji, then Friday, I will try to.
Okay, so we'll fix it on Friday. And the next, who is second? Who is number 2? Second chapter.
It's me, Prabhuji.
Sorry,
I am the second.
still couldn't hear.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I am the second.
Okay,
Again.
so you also prepare on Sunday. You do. Okay,
Okay.
I'm not taking any questions. I'm really tired. And we'll resume tomorrow. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai.